Hey, what's up guys? Flurpledur here, and today I am doing a bit of a different type of video. Before I get into what this video is, if you couldn't tell by the title already, I want to go ahead and say if you guys enjoy this video, go ahead and slap a like on it, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment down below telling me if you want more types of videos like this in the future. And I'm saying that without telling you what it is. I will tell you just 1 second. I want to go ahead and also say I had another video planned for today. It was a super hype pixel gun video, but while clearing space to be able to edit the video, I cleared some miscellaneous files that apparently deleted my video, which is fucking ridiculous. But anyways, what we're doing today, as you can see, we have AZ screen recorder and AirShoe, and of course we have the recorder we're using, DU recorder. So, I'm going to be doing a, for the most part, 3-part little segment on how to do YouTube on a phone, or I guess the difficulties of doing YouTube on a phone, whatever you want to call it. I'll name it one of those, but the first thing we're getting into is the recording process. I want to start with that, then we'll do editing process. I'm going to do 3 apps for recording, editing, and for thumbnail making. But right now, we're going to start with this. We got to do it in 3 separate parts because I don't have space on my phone for all that. So the first app we have, I don't know if I can actually open the apps while I'm recording. So I'm going to go ahead and take a pause here. Okay guys, so we are back now. We're going to try starting with AZ. Hopefully it doesn't stop our recording. It didn't. Okay, it didn't stop our recording. That's good. Because I want to show you kind of how this one works. This is the one I used before, and I liked it, but I believe it put a watermark. I think that was my issue with it. It's pretty neat. So you've got, like, I think that's face cam. No, the face cam you turn on settings. That's to take a picture. That's to I'm pointing at it again. The green thing, I'll probably either zoom in or do something with editing. I don't know. So let's just check out the settings of the AZ. So you have the recorder, which you can do this advanced, which is not very stable apparently, but it does allow you to pause. There is different things you can do, but of course this one you need to pay for Pro before you can do a lot of these features. So this is kind of to show, like I said, the difficulties of recording on a phone, only using a phone, because you're limited in what you can do. So there's resolution, you can change that. This one actually goes higher resolution than the one I currently have. I'll show you that one in a second. You can do the frame rates, you can do all kinds of different things. And the only thing is, all of them don't record your phone's volume. They only record with microphone. So that sucks. Blame Android for that. There's different other things you can do. Of course, a lot of this stuff, you have to either download another app for, like, you can edit. There's an editing app that you need, of course, and a separate app for that. There is a camera option, but you have to pay for it as well. So this one kind of, I think it popped up for a second. If that popped up in the recording, when you had to see that it did turn on for a second, but to actually keep it on, I have to pay for it, so that sucks. We'll go ahead and close out of that one. The other one that I've used is AirShoe, and this one, it's kind of interesting. Okay, guys, so AirShoe recorder kind of broke my recording. I'm in the middle of editing this video, and, well, I clicked to confirm to start recording on AirShoe, and it didn't record, but what it did was it froze up on that menu and froze the entire recording through the entire video. So I'm just going to go ahead and show off this one instead. This entire part that I did show off, it did freeze as well. So in this one, you can do video resolution like normal, video quality, the FPS, which I have all this set low so that it doesn't, like, use up my RAM a lot or mess up the CPU. You can also hide the record menu and use the notification bar, but I like to have the little bubble so that I can just quickly click pause, stop, do whatever I want without pulling down the menu and showing any notifications that might be up there. I can shake the phone to stop recording, which I don't like to use, and this is the one that showed me that you can only record mic audio, but I rigged it up so it works. Show touches, which will show my touches whenever I touch the screen, and I don't know if you guys want me to have that on or off. I turned it off because it seems like it'd be unprofessional, but it could also, like, if I'm pointing at something on screen, it'll show for you guys, so I might turn that on, might not. Just tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. I can do a brush where I can circle things as well, or do different things like that. The thing that disables pop-up notifications, different other things, and this is what I like about this one. First of all, there's a countdown like all of them have, but there's also the watermark. You can turn it on or you can have it off. You don't have to pay for it. it just lets you pick. So now I'm going to go ahead and exit this quick little segment, or end of this segment, I guess, and get into the next one. Okay, guys, so we are on the editing portion of this video. I checked my space and everything to make sure I actually had a good bit of space. I have like a gigabyte left, so a gigabyte and a half or over. So we're going to show off 3 editing apps. So far, Power Director is the best that I have found. It is similar to Sony Vegas, if you know what that is, or if you've used Power Director on the computer. It's apparently not a good one. It's a good one for starting out editing for computer, I've heard, but for this, not sure. Want to take a quick interview? No. I just want to edit a video. I haven't actually tested this app out before, so I don't know how this would work. So this would be a title, I'm guessing. I don't know. I've never really used this one. I should have picked a different one, but this is like one of the top ones it showed. Okay, so how does this work? Because you would go to gallery, you would go to your recording, and say we're gonna do edit these 2 together. This one's actually not that bad so far. You just don't do a title, you can just throw clips in. That's kind of cool, but I don't know if you can what you can do with each part. So yeah, with a lot of these you can only trim it, like the sides, which is good for if you have like an intro part you need to cut out or an outro part, but you can't trim like a middle part. Like I can't make a break here and then have the darkened parts be the only parts of the video that are in it, which kind of sucks. I can adjust the volume with this. I can add text, smiley face, emojis. I don't want those. So this one, like I said, this isn't a very good editing app. I think I've used InShot. I'm not sure, but I'll show you guys. Like I said, this is to show you the struggle of this, because there's not very many good apps. Let's say we want to edit this video. Are you gonna let me? Okay. So it's playing, you can hear it. Let me pause that for now. So this one, again, you can only trim the sides. This one I do like because you can do this, which I like the, I think I did use this one the last time my laptop messed up, because I remember the blur out part. I do like how it blurs it out. It's really cool. It's actually really neat. That kind of zooms in too much. What else can you do? You can trim it, you can fit it, you can adjust how it goes, which is kind of neat. Can you stop? You can blur the background, and you can choose how blurry it gets, which is kind of cool. The one I'm currently using doesn't support that, which sucks, or as far as I know, it doesn't. You can add music, but yeah, you can add your own music too, which is cool. You can add stickers, text, background. Oh yeah, oh cool. Okay, so yeah, so this one does a lot more with background. The other one I had to like kind of jerry rig something up, which kind of works, but that one's kind of neat, but there's still not enough features on that one. And now we're going to show my favorite editing app so far, the best that I have found, Power Director. I totally forgot for a second there, my mind just went blank. This one, so you can select the size, you can do landscape or portrait, and then let's say I wanted to throw my intro in, I would just hold it, drag it in. I could even convert it to just audio if I wanted to, and then I would drag the next part in. Let's say we're editing this video, and then like you go back to this, and you would actually go onto this, and you can see the video will play. Pretty neat. And then for videos like this, you got the black part, which is kind of annoying. So what I would normally do was I would open up an image. I would go to downloaded. I would throw this one in and this one in, because I custom made this, not custom made the image, but I guess edited it to make it so it will work for the sides here. So I would do that, size it up, and then I just have to kind of drag it in there. I'm doing this kind of fast because I don't want to take up too much time. Plus this is like, you know, I'm not really going to actually edit this right here in front of you guys right now. If you do want to see a video doing that, I could do that in the future, but see, I would do that to kind of give it like a background effect, but of course it's overlaid actually into the video, which sucks. I can't change that, I don't think. No, I can't change that. So there's different, this one, like I said, this one's the best. It has different features. You can add stickers, like I would do the like thing right there, and then I would do the sound effect, which you can also edit your audio mixing right here. You can only do 2 music tracks, which kind of sucks, kind of doesn't, kind of works out, whatever. So then there's, you know, music you can add, different other things. There's effects you can do. Of course, a lot of this you do need to pay for further on, I believe, or maybe not for this. But there are things you do need to pay for, like, first of all, you have this watermark, which you can't remove unless you pay for it, and you can't edit in full 180p, which kind of sucks. but it's only like $5 or $6 for it, which isn't bad actually. I mean, I'd pay it if you were actually going to be dedicated to making YouTube just on a phone and don't want that little watermark. It sucks that I have to have it there, but it's the best that I got. Again, there's not much you can do when just doing YouTube on a phone. Like, you're really limited in resources, and that's really what this video is about. But this app's not that bad. The last thing I'm going to show you is the produce feature thing, or produce video thing, which you can see that you can do different options. A lot of these you still have to save to your phone, so you have to make sure you have free space. You can do HD, SD, full HD, which you don't have. I don't have. You can edit these, different other things, but that's pretty much it for this part. I don't know if I'm gonna have time or space to do thumbnails, but I will try my best for this. If not, it'll be in a different video. I hope you guys have enjoyed up to this part. Like I said in the last segment, I will see you guys in the next one if I can. Okay guys, so we are back with the thumbnail side of this video. So I'm going to be showing you only 2 apps. I actually forgot to download the other one. I'm going to quickly go do that. But I had another one in mind, but sadly it isn't supported on my phone. It's a pretty decent one. It's like called PicMonkey Editor. I actually can't see it in there, so let me go and find it through here real quick. Right here, PicMonkey Editor. It's not supported on my phone, but the other one that I found is decent, but there are some things that I have wrong with it. So this is going to be also turned into a little bit of a rant. I actually have this on my other phone, which is where I do all my thumbnails because I split up the space. It works out best. So let's go ahead and show off Pixlr while that downloads. So I've used this one before. This is actually what I used on computer before I used Photoshop. It's similarly set up to Photoshop, at least on the computer it is. So what you can do is you click a photo. Let's say we want to... Okay, so let's say we're working on our mask logo. So there's not really much you can do on the app version. Okay, there's actually a good bit you can do, but it's mainly for, like, pictures of people. As you can see, you can crop, you can auto-fix, you can do a bunch of things, but these don't work for thumbnails. The color, maybe. Double exposure, I think this allows you to put another picture on top of it, which is good. Let's say we want to throw this on. Yeah, let's say we want to throw this. So you can do that, which is cool, but there's not much else you can do. You can throw more pictures on there, which is good. That's cool, neat. That is a good thing. You can pixelate, do other things like that. I think this, yeah, this just adds this, or adds effects to it. This is like effects, which is cool. You can do an overlay on top of it, which is neat. These are kind of good, not kind of that good. You can do a border, which does work out for the thumbnail, but some of them aren't that good. This is actually an app I did use for some of my thumbnails. You can do text, so let's say I want to say, let's just name it like, let's name it Roblox. Let's say we're doing a Roblox thumbnail, but we're not, obviously. So you would do this. I actually don't know how you just, oh, you hit next. Whoops. Can you just, thanks, bro. Okay, so let me try that again. You would type in, this time we're just gonna type in whatever. So you type in that. The biggest problem I have with this one is there's not really much you can do. You have to download different fonts. Some of them, you can do some neat ones here, but there isn't much you can actually do to text. Like, there's literally not. You can change the color, that's it. You can't even add a stroke to it. There's not really much you can do to it. I guess you could do it like a little thing where you could do like a black thing, and then let's say, well, I'd have to type in the exact thing, and then type it up again and put it over top of it, kind of move it a bit to make it look like a drop shadow or a stroke, which doesn't necessarily work for this. So that one, not that good for thumbnails. This one I found so far to be the best out of thumbnails. You click camera roll and you can select this, but I don't want to do that because none of these are good for that. You can also select these custom ones down here, or, you know, you have to buy a lot of them though. It crops it out. If your picture's too big, you have to crop out. I recommend not moving it when you go to crop it out because, and it's got a lot of ads. This is my problem with it. It has a lot of ads. Okay, it wasn't an ad popping up. But the weird thing is, like, hang on, let me cancel real quick. If you move this around when it saves, it will save as if it was in the default position, which I can't get it back to now. It will save as if it's in the default position, meaning your thumbnail will automatically be cropped out. It'll crop out anything you put above into that black part, which they need to fix in an update. The only other thing I don't like is the little watermark, which is actually cut out by their own thing because they didn't put a stroke on it. Maybe add that as a feature. You can add your own pictures over top of it for an overlay. And this one, there's also not much you can do for text. So let's say we type in hello, we'll do a longer one. You can hit add text, you can size it. This is the one I do like though. You can size it very easily, rotate it. Again, you can change the fonts, which it's got some decent ones. This is the one I currently use, like I said. So you can change the font. I use this one usually, and then you can change the color. Some backgrounds, it makes it harder to do colors, but you could do such as black, and then you can add another text and do hello again. For some reason, this adds right in the way, which is annoying. You can size it up. Also, I shouldn't have rotated this one because I don't think I'm going to be able to get it rotated exactly. That's the only difficult part about it. And let's say I do it like that, and then I could, just kind of, yeah. And also, it's very iffy with grabbing things. Like if I'm trying to grab this to size it, sometimes I grab an image in the background. But see, this is kind of how I have to do it for this, because there's none that like to use strokes or add images over top of them. I know PicMonkey doesn't allow you to do that. See, that kind of sticks out more. It actually sticks out a lot more with that. So there's neat things you can actually do with this one. You can do brightness. You can add different effects. I don't know what these ads normally aren't here. You can add different effects, which doesn't work for this background, but you can do that, but a lot of them you have to pay for. You can change the saturation, different things like that. None of it does. I don't really work with much of that. You can add badges and things, which I also don't work with much because they're kind of pointless. But then here's my biggest issue with this one, but this is so far the best app I've found. When you hit share, you come to this menu, okay? If I hit save to gallery, okay, it'll save to gallery. Now it gives me this option, and here in a second, as soon as it's done saving, it'll tell me, do you like Thumbnail Maker? Now if I hit yes, it's going to pull me up to rate it. If I hit no, well, first of all, an ad always pops up on this menu. It's going to pull me up to the ad. I don't want to go to the ad. If I hit no, it's taking me to my email. It's not supposed to do that. If I hit no, well, okay, I got to redo it again. So if I hit no, it's not supposed to take me to my email. I don't know why it's doing that. That's different. See, but that is annoying. Maybe it's because it's on this phone and not the other one. On the other phone, it would pull up my share links. Like if I hit to share it, it'd be like, would you like to share it on this, and this? And I'm like, no, I don't want to share it. I want to save it. That's what I want to do. But it forces me to share it. I think probably because I hit share, but it always happens when I hit save to gallery. And then, of course, an ad pops up with that. But that's pretty much it for this. I hope you guys have enjoyed so far, and hope this gives a little bit of an insight on the difficulties and kind of how to do YouTube with just a phone. It's not easy, to be honest. The editing work, not that unique, not that special, but it works. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, slap a like on it. Leave a comment down below telling me what you want to see in the future. Maybe some other videos like this, or maybe a video showing you how I do editing, a fully edited video right in front of you guys. If you do want to see that, again, slap a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.